Hello everybody, welcome to sort of the first speaking video of my channel. I want to state now, I'm not particularly very confident when it comes to talking on camera, so if I stuttered or mumble or anything, please excuse me. If any of you recognise me at all, I did used to have a channel called 25A Model Railways. On that channel I had all my 4mm modelling plus a few days out here and there, a few clips from the big railway, real railways, heritage railways, all of that. That's pretty much going to be the same, except instead of 4mm, I'm now 7. I've made the move on to O gauge. Very good reasons for that. One, I found 4mm just starting to get a bit too fiddly for me. Trying to get the level of detail I wanted was a bit tricky. I wasn't really happy with how things ran. I find O gauge running to be a bit smoother. 4mm can run as nice if you build kits, but I didn't really have the time or the money to be building everything that I had out of kits. So I made the move to 7mm, and I'm very, very happy. I have 4 engines. This is engine, well, I say number 1, don't really matter, but technically it's number 2. But I will show you them as we go along. I just want to state now, I'm not particularly really any era. The region of the layout is LMS, purely because I like the LMS colour scheme, and it kind of fits well because it could be LMS or BR Midland but XLNWR, which means my Great Western stuff, which you can see the Thornebury on there. There's one of my 2 private owner wagons there. That can all mix in, and generally I'm just not that fussed. O gauge is inarguably expensive, so I might as well do it and be happy with it and just model what I want to model and enjoy it. Certainly for now, I've got my whole life ahead of me if I want to get serious and strict about it all at any one time. But what you're seeing on the layout now, apart from that end wagon, which is a dapple one, these 4 items here are kit builds. These 2 are parkside kits. That's quite new. These 2 are quite new builds, and that's why they're not weathered. They're parkside kits. The goods van, the BR goods van here, that is a Slater's kit, and then the Toad is a parkside one as well. I do have, as I say, I've got another private owner wagon that's on the workbench at the moment, and I've got a Dapol Great Western auto coach. You will see why in a short while. So the first engine I'm going to show you is this one, my Austerity saddle tank. This is a part built kit. The first 2 engines I'm going to show you, this and the next one along, are kit builds that me and my dad have built together. This one, however, unfortunately just got sidelined. All the things got in the way, and we had a bit of trouble getting it to run properly, which turned out to be a bit of a duff motor, because there's quite a history behind this kit. It was bought many years ago when I was a young kid for my granddad. My granddad just never got around to building it, never got time to building it. So he decided to give it back to us so I could have a go building it, and so far so good. The chassis needs finishing off, which is currently what I'm working on now. When the chassis is done and running nicely and painted and everything, I can get it the body done and then get DCC sound in it. A bit of a rule I've got with my O gauge is everything's got to have sound. So far I just have 1 engine with sound, but the next one along is going to be following that one too. So the next engine along is this. This is a LNER Y1 Sentinel. It's a kit built model. I can't remember what kit it is. I think it's Scorpio Models. I'm not too sure though, unfortunately, and I have tried to look for it before filming this video, but I just can't find it anywhere, I'm afraid. But it's a lovely little kit. It's a very, very good runner, very nice runner. I mean, that probably helps with by the huge flywheel underneath. You see, it's not got the chain drive yet. Thankfully, that is in the post, along with the DCC sound. which will be very, very nice. Just got to figure out where it's all going to go in this, but that'll be lovely. As you see, it's finished as number 68513. Sorry, I should say 68153, pardon me, which is preserved at the Middleton Railway and is the only LNER Y1 Sentinel left. I think there's a Y3 left as well, before anyone wants to comment about that. But it'd be nice to see this one run. It's currently finishing up its overhaul at Middleton, the Middleton Railway in Leeds, so I'm going to be going to see that when it's running, and of course I'll take a video of it to show you all. The transfers for the early emblem, I'll just let you have a look at that. The early emblem, that's actually a double O scale one, but you can see it fits quite nicely in O-gauge. So that and the numbers and the route availability, they're all from Fox Transfers, and the number plate there is a custom etch from Narrow Planet. I'd recommend Narrow Planet completely. Really, really good. It takes a while for things to come, because obviously being made to order, and they make them in batches. So when they've got a large enough amount for a batch, they have them made. But you're never really waiting more than a few weeks. I think it's something like up to 6 week wait time. But that one is going to be the next engine running on the layout, so that'll be the third operational engine until the austerity tank is finished. But once the sound is in this, I'll be sure to do a video of that for you. I do have 2 other videos on the channel. One shows the sound engine, which is a Ginty, which we will look at next, and then the other one is my auto tank with auto coach, which doesn't have sound in yet, but will do. Here we have the Ginty, which is, I would say, out of all the models, is the most complete out of the lot, because it has sound, it has Stay Alive in it, and is obviously, as you see, weathered. It's numbered as number 47405, which was based at Wakefield Shed, my local shed. Good old 25A, so you could say my 25A still lives on. If we just take a look at the front there. Sorry if it'll wants to focus. There we are. Again, they're from Narrow Planet, good old 25A. I'm quite happy with how this one looks, how the weathering came out, especially on the buffers. Really, really like that. But yep, it was all weathered with just a brush. I don't have an airbrush yet. I am intending to get one, but it's just on the list of many, many things to do. So it was weathered by hand, just dry brushing and washers, various things like that. The chassis actually did with a bit of talcum powder mixed in to give it a bit of texture. I'm really happy with how it came out, especially the rods. I think the rods look really cool. Yeah, quite happy with that. And this has DCC sound in it from YouTube's. Really, really nice. And the latest addition to the layout is this, the 4800 in GWR shirt button green to match with my Great Western brake van and auto coach. Absolutely stunning model this. I'll bring it a bit closer to you, just to make it a bit easier on my lot to be desired filming skills. The lamps for these, by the way, because the same lamp codes, they're not fixed. They, as you see, these are just Modeloo items with some tacky wax shoved in the slot, just to help hold them on the lamp iron in position a bit better, so they're not flopping around. Stunning model by Dapol. If you've not got one of these and you are an O-gauge modeler, or you're thinking of getting into the hobby, I would say this is a very, very good starting point, because just this with one auto coach, you've got yourself a scale length passenger train, and it doesn't take up that much room at all. I've got a video on the channel of this running. Beautiful model, few inaccuracies for the 1930s. Among them, it shouldn't have a whistle shield. Toolbox should be back here. And it doesn't have any auto train equipment. Even the 30s, in the 1930s, they didn't have a box on, but it should have something. So there's a few things to attend to, but no model's ever perfect, and you know, I'm not in it just to buy something, plonk it on the layout and use it. I do like putting my own personal touch on them. But this will be the subject of a video alongside the auto coach. They will be being done at the same time, so I hope you can enjoy that whenever I come around to doing that. There'll be quite a lot to do on both of them. I won't bore you with it now, I'll explain that in the video when I come to do it. But yeah, this is an absolute stunning model. I'll just show you the chassis. Yeah, all the axles are sprung. It's got plunger pickups. It's fantastic. You can even see the motion in between the frames a bit there. It's fantastic. Very, very happy with that. It's got a full cab interior. You know, both doors open. It's fantastic. Really, really worth the money. But anyway, before this turns into a bit of a review, that's just something I wanted to just get out there about the channel, to give you a little bit of a wide shot of the layout. Pardon me for the mess I've been working on today. See, doing the ballasting, which I'm quite happy with how this ballast is turning out. Actually, just let you have a look at that. I'm very, very happy with how all of this ballast is coming along. The track isn't weathered yet, but I've got a plan for that. That's why I've not weathered it before I've done the ballasting, because the weathering of the track will incorporate the surrounding ballast as well, so it can all be done together, so it'll all blend a lot nicer. This is some point rodding, which is Will's point rodding. You can get a better look at it here, sorry. It's the Will stuff is in 00 scale, but I think it looks convincing enough. I could have hand built the point rodding with various components, but honestly, I didn't really feel up to it. So I had quite a lot of this stuff, this Will stuff, laying around. So I thought, in the effort of getting through some of my stores, I'd just get through all this. The ballast is Woodland Scenics grey blend. It's a medium grade ballast. I think it looks quite convincing in all gauge. Is the platform. I've decided to name the layout Thornebury Road. I've started the painting. It kind of looks a bit, I don't know, it looks a bit off on camera. It's kind of like this. It's a bit darker to the eye, but I'm quite happy with that. It took quite a bit of time to get the stonework painted up. I think there's about 5 or 6 different layers and shades in all of that, but it looks quite convincing. If we can, I'll just show you further down the layout. We've got the start of this little line side hut. This is a Pico kit. I'm quite sorry, it's a bit hard to do this one-handed. I'm quite happy with how this thing is turning out, actually. Sorry, I'll just get it to focus a bit better. My camera skills leave a lot to be desired. There we are. I'm quite happy with how this thing's turning out so far. My lovely little line side hut. I do enjoy painting brickwork, and yes, all those bricks are painted individually. Bit OCD, but I think you can agree the result is quite fantastic. We've got a DAPL working signal there. The layout isn't on at the moment, so sadly I can't show you that working, but that is a very nice bit of kit, well worth the money. If we just pan across here, to the signal box, we've got more point rodding. As you can see, get rid of that. More point rodding here. This signal box is an L-Cut Creative kit. A very nice kit, very cheap as well, not too expensive. I'm still in the process of painting it up, painting the planks up and everything, but as you can see, it houses my point levers. Now, the roof isn't done. Eventually the roof will be on hinges, so I'll just lift it up. But these are the DCC Concepts Cobalt something or other point levers. Very, very happy with these. As you see, they've got a nice pull back the lock, move them back. They've got very, very nice, very good fun. And these 5 are linked to Tortoise point motors for all the points, and then obviously the red one at the end goes to the signal. So the layout is quite fun. It's quite interactive, really, being able to operate all the points from the signal box. But no, that's it, really. Sorry to waste so much of your time. This video is quite a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but well, I suppose it'll be as long as it has to be. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you can join me for more content as and when I do it. And thank you very much.